I'm going to say, it's good morning where you are or good afternoon?
It's no, it's good afternoon, nearly evening. Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time. How's the day going aside from answering the same questions over and over and over again?
No, it's going very well, thank you. I went to the tip earlier, so that's the excitement of my day. And now it's freezing cold, so I'm wearing as many layers as humanly possible, so I don't shiver in front of you.
Smart man. I mean, when you're dealing with a movie involving water and sharks, understandably you want to cover up and all that, but this is your first shark-related movie, correct?
This is my first shark related movie and my first pirate related movie. So I can make sure to combine the two just to get them done.
Kind of the opposite of librarian-related roles, correct?
Yes, yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, yeah.
Sure, we'll
Um,
come back to
um,
that, but what
yeah.
kind of role was needed to play Greg in this movie?
I'm sorry, what kind of role?
What kind of prep was needed to play Greg?
Oh, wow. Well, we had to get diving experience, which we did in Thailand because, I mean, I didn't lie on my CV, but I didn't say I couldn't scuba dive. But no, and I got sunburnt doing that as well.
Mhm.
But no, I think Greg is a character who's there, as kind of supporting cast to scout really and to fill that role. But no, nothing overly dramatic. I mean, I knew I was going to be wearing a diving suit the whole time, so I didn't eat for about a month before going out because it's very tight.
Understood. So you answered most of one of the follow-up questions, which is, did you actually film this in Thailand? Was the entire thing filmed in Thailand?
Yeah, yeah. All of my shots were in Thailand. I think the Richard Dreyfuss scenes were shot in the States, but everything else is shot in Krabi, Thailand, which you think is going to be an amazing experience, because I mean, in the minute your manager says there's a film here in Thailand, you're like, yep, yep, I'm good. It's January here in England. It's freezing cold. And then when you go over there, you don't really think, oh, this isn't very nice to film in because it's so hot. You're constantly covered in seawater, and then you're seasick most of the time as well. So, best of both worlds, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to build on the assumptions here. We know it's the first pirate movie, the first shark movie, also the first movie that you filmed in Thailand,
Yes, yeah, first film I shot in Thailand. Yeah,
and first time you went to Thailand as well.
no, it was the third time I've been to Thailand. I did the generic 18-year-old going out there to see the world, and then I went back again. Then I went back again for a wedding. I went back for a wedding, so it was my third time lucky.
Wow. Okay, so you mentioned the diving training. Does that mean the scuba training? Is that one and the same?
Yeah, yeah, one and the same. Yeah, so we all got trained in a swimming pool. Then we did training in the ocean as well, and then it was all right. You ready? Go do it.
Wow. Okay. So that legitimately now goes on your acting CV. Because I remember back in the day, the CVs, you had to show the photo of yourself juggling, that you could do magic, that you have a
Yeah.
clean driver's license. I mean,
Yeah.
what else is on your CV at this point?
I
When
mean, most of it are outlandish lies, but I just think, give it a go. See, trust me, see if I can do it. But the standard things, horse riding, pretending to play instruments, all that stuff.
martial arts?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, you never know who's a secret triple threat or quadruple threat at this point. I pegged you because you do have writing credits. You are creative beyond improvising and or reading scripts. I thought there's a chance that there was martial arts and speaking five languages with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a polymath, and yeah, I'm a black belt as well. No, I'm afraid not. But the thing with me, I'm not very good at anything really, but I can pretend to be good at most things. So
So you mean you're an
I am
actor?
I am inherently useless. Yes, but I'm pretty useless as a person in every other sense of respect. So that's
Not
it.
my words, your words. Well,
Yeah.
as I called out earlier, I mean, a lot of people are buzzing about the Librarians reboot, remake, spin-off, whatever we're supposed to call it, that you're part of. How long did you have to keep that a secret? And the reason I ask is because that's really a cult-oriented, Comic-Con oriented property.
Yeah, no, it is. And I mean, I auditioned for that show this time last year. So
Hmm.
then we started shooting about 3 weeks later. So I didn't have to keep it under wraps too long. And then they did release details about us, I think around March maybe. So not too long. I mean, I pretty much told everyone who wanted to know or didn't know. I just told random people on the tube, by the way. But no, yeah, but that job is been amazing. So I'm very looking forward to everyone seeing that. It's very different from this film.
It's also different in that how far along it seems to be. A lot of shows just get that pilot and then the people have to wait for the pickup or they just shoot five. And according to IMDb, more than 10 episodes in production already.
Oh no, so we wrapped 12 episodes for series one, and then with TNT who bought the show off of CW. So it was
Mhm.
with CW originally. TNT had a look and they loved it. So they said, we want it and we'll order series two straight away. So they've only seen the pilot and we're already going back in a couple of weeks. So we're going back to film 12 more episodes for series two.
Wow. So you're
Crazy.
kind of in the hurry up and wait phase of your career.
Yeah, yes, you could say that. But I've been waiting an awful long time, darling. But I'm happy it's going. So that's great.
So in having a film like Into the Deep, having a series and all that, it you're not pigeonholed to a genre, you're not pigeonholed to a media, etc., which I assume is kind of where you wanted to be all along.
Yeah, no, I think the joy of acting is that escapism, and I don't think there should be any kind of roles that are off, that I can't do. Not in an arrogant way. I don't think we can limit ourselves to saying that I can only do this or that. I think the best things come. I mean, there's a great David Bowie quote which I'm going to steal, and it's water related, so
Yeah.
that helps. If you're not swimming out to the ocean and your feet are barely touching the water at the bottom, then you're in a pretty good place for creativity to happen. I think we put ourselves in more and more situations where we're uncomfortable, the better work we can do, and I'm a bit of a lady of the night that if you pay me, I'll do most things. So it's absolutely fine.
You mentioned Bowie. Usually I have to prompt for the music stuff. It's not usually the talent mentions the music stuff. So you're a big music person in general?
I mean, no, probably not as much as I should be. I mean, if I have got these kind of outlandishly big headphones, but most of the time I'm listening to historical podcasts. So the beating head is complete lies.
Wow. Okay. And then what kind of podcast? I'm curious about you besides Into the Deep, besides Librarians, etc. Because usually with actors, all we're allowed to know is what role they're in, what prep they did, where they filmed it, and that's it. But curious about you, the
That's
human
really
being. What's the main passion away from acting?
I'm a big, huge history nerd, especially kind of medieval history and kind of the idea of chivalry and when knights did competitions and things like that. I was born in the wrong time, darling, but I think I'd be a peasant if I was back then. But no, I really enjoy documentary making and filming and stuff like that, and I really enjoy writing as well. So there's a couple of plays that I've written and we're lucky enough to put on. So I don't know. I don't know. I kind of chase my empathy and my interests wherever they lie, really. I don't really know.
Empathy, chivalry, a lot of concepts coming out of you that are literature oriented. So
Yes, yes, yes,
when
yes.
you
Well,
say
I am a
history,
classical actor, darling.
there you go. And are we allowed to know what's coming up besides librarians, or is that just all we can know
No,
until the embargoes lift?
yes, and I play. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I'm in the second series for Marie Antoinette,
Oh,
for TV and Canal Plus. So that should be coming out in the next couple of months, I hope. Where I have an outlandish, lovely wig. Not sure if it's human hair or horse, probably human. Um, um, and I get to wear a lovely frilly thing. But that show is full of, not only fantastic actors and storylines, but the setting in Paris, all filmed in chateaus and all the rest, and all the pageantry,
pageantry, yes.
like that, something like that. And so that's coming out soon. And then yeah, that's what's on the horizon again, apart from the Librarian series too. So quite busy. So thankfully.
So hearing that's filming in France, this movie Into the Deep was filmed in Thailand. I think you also have to add to your CV clean passport.
Yes. For now, as long as I don't ruin it. Yeah. So no, yeah, Marie Antoinette was in Paris. We filmed the Librarians in Serbia, and then yeah, Into the Deep was Thailand. So yeah, next step, I really like to shoot in the States. I think I really enjoy that. That's my next wish.
Well, that's one of my last two questions here. Where haven't you filmed yet that you're still hoping that somebody will pay you to go to rather than using your own funds and savings to go there?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's think about how far I can go. Maybe Australia would be good. I mean, that's pretty far, pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I mean, I've filmed most of my work. I've actually filmed abroad. I've only filmed a couple of projects here in in my home country. So no, yeah, and I think there's something wonderful about that adventure and that inhibition you leave behind, and I don't know, there's something wonderful about traveling for work and how lucky you are to do so. So.
There you go. And the last question, what's the last concert that you went to for fun?
Oh God, what was the last concert? I went to a Christmas service to hear carols uh, in South Kensington, and that was absolutely banging. I mean, it wasn't much of head banging or anything like that, but it was great.
Well,
But no,
with your last name, to rudely interrupt you, how many
yes,
times do you have to hear Fairy Tale of New York
yes.
in the
Well,
holiday
I'll be
season?
honest, that's my yes, but that's my favorite song. Listen, if you listen to Christy Moore's cover of that song, it is absolutely beautiful. But I mean, I am that idiot with the guitar in the corner at a party no one wanted to be there. So that was being played to my family numerous times, and they loved it, obviously.
Well, love is all around. Well, thank you for your time. Congrats on
Thank
Eats
you,
the
man.
Deep. Looking forward to the future projects and keep up all the greatness out there.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Paltrow.